Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be learning about dinosaurs with a magnet board. We're going to start off with two sauropod dinosaurs. And the sauropod dinosaurs were the long-necked dinosaurs. And here we have an Apatosaurus and a Brontosaurus. And Brontosaurus is eating some pine needles off of that tree. A very common kind of tree during the time of the dinosaurs were these broad-leafed evergreen trees. And the sauropods and the other plant-eating dinosaurs would eat off of those kinds of trees. Now here comes an Allosaur. Allosaurus is big enough and fast enough and powerful enough that even the very large sauropods get nervous around him, so they're going to go somewhere else. They're going to find leaves somewhere else. Another predator is going to arrive, and this is Tyrannosaurus rex. Now, Allosaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex are very closely related. Tyrannosaurus, though, has 2 fingers. Allosaurus has 3 fingers. That's a good way to tell the difference between them. However, we have a very powerful herbivore, and sometimes we think of plant eaters as being powerless to predators, but that's not always the case. Triceratops has horns, as does his friend who's also coming here, who's closely related. Here's a Styracosaurus. Styracosaurus has even more horns than a Triceratops. Now, these herbivores are strong enough that they can fight off predators. So Tyrannosaurus rex is going to find somewhere else to go, and so is Allosaurus. Now, Triceratops has a little baby with him. The dinosaurs, just like birds, laid eggs. Here's a dinosaur egg. And another herbivore, like the Triceratops, is a duck-billed dinosaur called a Parasaurolophus. And the Parasaurolophus has come to this stream, and he's going to take some water. He's taking water from that stream. And the duck-billed dinosaurs were known for protecting their eggs. Just like birds, they would sit on their eggs to protect them. Now here's a little guy called an oviraptor. And scientists used to think that the oviraptor, his name means egg snatcher, would snatch the eggs because the oviraptor fossils were oftentimes found next to eggs. But we now know that the oviraptor also was protecting its eggs, and that's why he was found next to eggs. Now Parasaurolophus is going to wander off, and as is Styracosaurus, he's going to walk around and go on to the next area with trees, and Triceratops and the baby Triceratops are going to wander too. The oviraptor is going to hear a noise, and so he's going to scatter. He hears Deinonychus. However, Ankylosaurus has arrived. And Ankylosaurus is another plant eater, but he is very heavily armored. And Deinonychus is not going to be able to penetrate Ankylosaurus's armor, so he is going to wander away. Now from the sky, we're going to have a pterodactyl fly down and perch down on this precipice here. Now, a pterodactyl, believe it or not, actually isn't a dinosaur. It's a flying reptile, However, he lived at the time of the dinosaurs, so he was around at the same time, so we sometimes lump him in with the dinosaurs, but he's technically not a dinosaur. Now finally, a very large predator is going to arrive. This is a Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus is a very, very large carnivore. And Ankylosaurus is going to decide it's time for me to go somewhere else. And so he's going to wander away. Here's another dinosaur that you might know, a Stegosaurus. Stega means plate, and so Stegosaurus is the plated lizard. Stegosaurus was actually an earlier dinosaur, so he sometimes appears at a different time period than some of the other dinosaurs that we talked about today. But he's still very much a part of the background in the picture here. And he's a beautiful creature with those plates on there. And in our magnet board today, the herbivores have pushed out all the predators, and they're going to come to this pretty valley, and they are going to munch on their leaves in safety. Here's our Parasaurolophus munching on that broad-leafed evergreen tree. And we have a duck-billed dinosaur, the Parasaurolophus by the stream. And Ankylosaur is on the precipice here, and Styracosaurus is here with his horns and armor. If you don't have a magnet board, you can draw your own background, and then you can cut out your own pictures of dinosaurs, and then you can place them on your background wherever you'd like, and you can make your own dinosaur adventure. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Jeff with Prairie Scholar, where we play to learn and learn to play.